Imagine opening one of Japan's most respected music magazines, a magazine that has historically featured global giants like Taylor Swift, BTS, and One Direction. Now imagine seeing not one, not two, but 5 separate features about the same group. And that group is from the Philippines. Not a K-pop act, not a Western superstar, but a self-made P-pop group that built their empire from the ground up. Yes, we're talking about SB19, because something incredible just happened in Japan. The legendary music magazine InRock, known for spotlighting the biggest international artists, has featured SB19 5 different times. 5. And if you understand Japan's music industry, you'll realize just how insane that is. Today we're breaking down why InRock's recognition matters, why 5 features is almost unheard of, how SB19 is quietly conquering Japan, and why this moment could change P-pop's global future. Because this story is much bigger than just a magazine feature. It's about a new Asian music power rising. Part 1: Why InRock magazine matters. To understand why this is huge, you first need to understand InRock. Founded in Japan decades ago, InRock became one of the most respected magazines covering international music. Unlike many Japanese music publications that focus mostly on local artists, InRock built its reputation by introducing Japanese audiences to global superstars. For years, fans in Japan discovered artists like Queen, Backstreet Boys, Ed Sheeran through the pages of InRock. The magazine doesn't just publish simple articles. They publish exclusive interviews, deep artist features, a behind-the-scenes coverage, global music trend analysis. In other words, when InRock highlights an artist, it's a serious endorsement. And historically, the magazine has focused on Western artists and major international acts. So when a Filipino group suddenly appears in their pages, it already raises eyebrows. But appearing 5 times? That's a completely different level. Part 2: SB19's 5 InRock features. Let's talk about the moment that shocked fans. Recently, SB19 appeared in 5 different InRock features. 5 separate spotlights, each one exploring different aspects of the group. And this is important because InRock doesn't just repeat artists randomly. Every feature represents growing recognition in Japan's music scene. The articles covered topics like SB19's global rise, their unique sound and identity, their influence in Southeast Asia, and their expanding international fan base. But what made these features truly special was the tone. InRock didn't present SB19 as a curiosity. They presented them as serious global contenders. And that says a lot, because Japan's music industry is one of the most competitive and protective markets in the world. Artists don't just walk in and dominate. Even global superstars struggle to break through, which makes SB19's recognition even more remarkable. Part 3: Japan is one of the hardest markets to crack. Let's talk about something many people don't realize. Japan has the 2nd largest music market in the world, bigger than most European countries combined. But unlike other markets, Japan is not easy for foreign artists to enter. Even some of the biggest global stars find it difficult to build long-term traction there. That's why when artists finally gain Japanese media attention, it's often a sign that something bigger is happening. Look at the rise of BTS. Their early coverage in Japanese media helped open doors that eventually led to sold-out concerts across the country. The same thing happened with Blackpink. Japanese media support became a stepping stone for their massive popularity in the region. Now, SB19 is beginning to receive similar recognition. And the fact that InRock is highlighting them multiple times suggests something very interesting. Japan is paying attention. Part 4: SB19's unusual global story. One reason Japanese media finds SB19 fascinating is because their story is completely different from most pop groups. Unlike many global acts backed by billion-dollar corporations, SB19 built their career through resilience. Their journey began under Kpopreaction Philippines, where they trained intensely before debuting. But the real turning point came later. Instead of staying under a traditional system, SB19 made a bold move. They launched their own company, 1Z Entertainment. That decision changed everything. It meant the group would now control their music, their branding, their creative direction, and their global strategy. Few Asian artists have ever taken such a risk, but for SB19, it became their greatest strength, because it allowed them to build something incredibly rare, a fan-driven global movement. Part 5: The Power of Aten. Behind every major music revolution, there's always a powerful fan base. And for SB19, that force is called Aten. Their fans are known for being some of the most organized and dedicated supporters in modern pop music. They trend hashtags globally. They organize streaming parties. They support international promotions. And they actively push SB19's music into new territories. This kind of fan energy is exactly what catches the attention of international media. Publications like InRock don't just track artists. They track movements. And SB19's rise has all the ingredients of a global music movement. Part 6: Why Japan is suddenly interested. Japan's music industry is always watching what's happening across Asia. For decades, K-pop dominated that conversation. Groups from South Korea expanded aggressively into Japan with huge success. But recently, something new is emerging: P-pop. And SB19 is leading that wave. Their music blends powerful vocals, global pop production, Filipino identity, and high-energy performances. Songs like Gento became viral sensations across multiple countries. And when international media sees that kind of momentum, they start asking questions. Who are these artists? Where did they come from? And how far can they go? InRock's multiple features are essentially Japan's way of saying, we're watching this story. Part 7: 5 features means something bigger. Let's be honest. One magazine feature can happen for many reasons. 2 features? Maybe the magazine liked the artist. But 5 features? That usually means something else entirely. It means the publication believes the artist is important to the global music conversation. And that's exactly what seems to be happening here. Because SB19 isn't just another pop group. They represent something much bigger: the rise of independent Asian music power. Artists who are no longer waiting for Western validation. Artists who are building their own global platforms. Artists who are redefining what success looks like. And Japan is starting to notice. Part 8: The Domino Effect. Moments like this often create a ripple effect. Once a respected publication like InRock starts highlighting an artist, other media outlets begin paying attention. Radio stations notice. Music promoters take interest. Concert organizers start asking questions. And suddenly, doors begin to open. This is exactly how global breakthroughs happen. A small moment in the media becomes a spark. That spark becomes momentum. And momentum becomes a movement. For SB19, these 5 features could be one of those sparks. Part 9: What this means for P-pop. The impact goes beyond just one group. Because whenever SB19 breaks barriers internationally, they open doors for the entire P-pop industry. For years, Filipino artists struggled to gain recognition outside Southeast Asia. But that narrative is changing. SB19's international rise is proving something important. That Filipino artists can compete on the global stage. That P-pop has a unique identity. And that the world is ready to listen. Japan's media attention could become another major step in that evolution. Conclusion: a new chapter begins. So let's step back for a moment. A Filipino group, featured 5 times in one of Japan's most respected international music magazines. That's not just impressive, that's historic. Because it signals something much bigger than a single article. It signals recognition, momentum, and the possibility of a new chapter in Asian pop music. The rise of SB19 has always been unconventional. They broke the rules. They built their own company. They mobilized a global fan base. And now, they're capturing the attention of one of the world's biggest music markets. The question is no longer whether SB19 can go global. The real question now is, How far can they go? And if this moment with InRock is any sign, the answer might be much farther than anyone expected. Kindly subscribe to Starwave to enjoy more deep dives about SB19.